So we know about the thermal techniques like pasteurization and sterilization, in which we have to heat the food and to achieve our desired purpose, like inactivate the microbes. And the ohmic heating is the innovative thermal technique, and it is actually a kind of green technology, and it has many profound effects and in the field of food sector, like the products treated with the ohmic heating in pasteurization or sterilization, they actually require shorter time and lower energy as compared to the conventional method. So they the advantage of this technique is to give the greater yield of antioxidant activity and the phenolic control. Like a study has been done in the processing of orange juice by ohmic heating, and the uh, enzyme inactivation in that juice was greater, and the amount of phenolic content, antioxidant activity was greater by doing the ohmic heating as compared to the conventional methods. So let's talk about the process of the ohmic heating chamber. Here we place our food product like liquid or solid. We can, in case of liquid food, no need to add electrolyte. But if the product is solid or semi-solid, we have to add the electrolyte. So how it actually works, what is the principle behind this technology? Um, so firstly, the ohmic heating actually works by applying the electric current. So a current flows by the function generator, and that current moves through the electrodes, and by passing the electric field from the food, and the food particles, they their movement or their electrical conductivity, they actually act as a resistance to the ions movement. So due to that resistance, heat is generated. So ohmic heating is actually the generation of heat due to the electrical resistance of the food product. So the electric current is supplied by the electrode, and the thermocouple is placed to detect the internal temperature of the food. Like in the pasteurization or sterilization, we have to check the core temperature of the product, or it could be milk. To in pasteurization, we have to heat the food like milk at 72 to 75 degree for 15 minutes. So the thermocouple assist to check the core temperature to achieve the maximum log reduction, maximum microbial activity reduction. So apart from this, there are many factors that actually affect this treatment. First factor is electrical conductivity. So the heating, ohmic heating is directly proportional to the electrical conductivity. More the electrical conductivity, more will be the heating of a product. So the product will be electrical conductive. The range of the value is 0.1 to 10. If it is lower than zero point 0.1, then electric conductivity will be lower, or it would be difficult to process the food. So, and second is the frequency. For food products, lower frequency is used, lower electric field frequency is used to process the food. Second is the size and heat capacity and viscosity. So greater the size of the particles. So imagine that the size of the particle is greater, and it is difficult for the ions or electrons to pass through the product. So it is actually lower electric conductivity of that food particle. It is difficult for heating to be generated, and longer time will be required. Second, the heat capacity. So lower will the heat capacity will be, the greater will be the rapid heat generation in that food. If the like honey, it is viscous as compared to water, so the heat generation will be greater in the higher dense food or food product. Last is the electrodes. They actually has the major role. Electrodes should be cheap, efficient, effective, and corrosive, non-corrosive in nature. So because the electrodes, they will play a role in providing the electric field, and titanium made electrode are mostly preferred as compared to the stainless steel or aluminum. Aluminum actually causes contamination due to the migration of the ions. It actually gets electrolyzed. So, it is a good technique for those food substances that have good electrical conductivity, like they have good uh, electric resistance. They are more polar in nature, because the fat molecules are those products which have fat or higher fat. They are actually difficult to process, and they actually uh, has a lower conductivity. That is the basic reason.